It was so scary because it felt like there was a ghost. And so we were all just like silent for a second. We were like, what's going on?
Welcome to Tall Pines. We think you'll be very happy here.
Hey, it's Alyvia Alyn Lind. I play Leila in Netflix's Wayward, and this is Set Stories with Caledon. One of the main struggles we see throughout the series is that these teenagers are in this position where adults just won't hear them, and they won't listen to them, and they won't see their struggle, and they won't ask them if they're okay. They just tell them what they need to do to fix it, which is such a problematic way to parent and to coach and to do therapy. Because a lot of the time when kids are going through stuff like this, all they want is just somebody to say, like, how are you feeling? What are you going through? Tell me, explain. I'll be here and I'll listen, and I won't judge and I won't tell you how to fix it, but I'll just be here to listen. Immediately, we start off the series with people telling them, like, no, you can't act this way, you can't do this, you can't do this, you have to stay in this box. I think a lot of the time that's what makes kids want to break out of the box more and want to go off path and live their own life. The dynamics of the children and the kids is such an awesome thing to watch, because it's even some of the dynamics with multiple adults to adults. It's like some adults kind of want to stay in the headspace of the kids, like, no, I'm going to do what I want. And then watching other adults tell them that they can't. It's like, well, I'm an adult. Well, I'm an adult. Like, it's like all of the stories are so complex and intertwined, and there's a lot of really fun dynamics. The thing I relate to with Leila most is being extremely loyal, and I think that a struggle in that is to a fault. We can both be loyal to a fault. There's been many times in my life where I keep pushing to be there for somebody and help them in any way I can, and just wanting to protect them from anything I possibly can, because the second somebody's in my life, like, they're in my life forever. Like, I will protect you to the end. I will fend for you. When somebody says your name in a room you're not in, I will be like, yeah, they're my favorite person ever and I love them so much, so what's up, what about it? And sometimes that can be dangerous, because sometimes you find out that the person doesn't feel that way, or they're not doing the same for you, and you still try to hold on because you feel like you can fix it. And I think that Leila does that as well. It's a good quality and a bad quality. I think that something that frustrates me is going back to the same point about just the younger generation has fresh eyes. We go into a lot of stuff with empathy and love and care, and just trying to make everybody just feel as seen and heard as possible. And I feel like sometimes that could be tough with some adults. I have so many incredible adults in my life that really are caring and really do hear and listen. But I think that a big problem is that a lot of people don't. The younger generation trying to, push forward these points of, we need to spread love and positivity and stop hate so much and stop violence and, all the stuff that's been bred into us for so long. It's difficult for the older generation to hear that, because it's just how they've lived their entire lives. That's a little frustrating to me sometimes, the love versus hate argument. I just am always envious of people's knowledge of the world. I think that some of the best conversations I've had in my life are with people who have just experienced so much and have gone to so many places and had such amazing life experiences. And I love talking to people who have, traveled the world and done all these interesting things, because it just makes me feel like I could have that. I'm like, this is what I want my life to be. Getting to hear people's knowledge and wise people. I'm very jealous of super wise people that have lived their life to the fullest. So some of the stuff you see was built on stages, and most of the school stuff you see was actually at a school in Caledon, Ontario, a few hours outside of Toronto, that was very creepy and weird. And it's this retreat that they use for offices to go and bond, and they do marriage counseling there. Very odd stuff going on there. But it was a beautiful property and so much land and greenery and in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It was definitely weird seeing it in the Tall Pines light with all of, the set direction and art on the walls and everything. So I'm sure it'd be a lot less creepy if it wasn't dressed up as Tall Pines. It was just the most insanely perfect location that they could have ever found. I don't even know how they got so lucky to find a location that gave off that energy so well. There was one day, I'm not going to say what the scene was because no spoilers, but it was a driving scene in just the middle of nowhere. We went under lightning watch. And so the entire cast and crew had to cram into this little tiny church. in the middle of nowhere, and we were all sitting in this just like literally one room, one square box room, and the entire cast and crew in this church huddled together while lightning and thunder and storming and rain was happening outside. It was so much fun. Like, we were in there for like 2 hours. It was like 2 hours of time that I got to go up to all the people that I hadn't talked to yet. It was pretty early on in filming, so I got to go up to all like the crew members that I hadn't talked to yet, sit down with them, get their life story, talk to all the, like, bond with the castmate that I was doing the scene with. Somebody had a guitar, they were playing guitar. Like, it was the most beautiful 2 hours of everybody just getting to know each other, and then we went back out and finished the scene. That is literally one of my favorite stories of the entire filming process. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. I love Suits. I was so excited. My sister and her boyfriend had literally just finished binge watching the entire show a week before his announcement came out. And so when the announcement came out, they were like, oh my God, you're working with him. Oh my God, we're gonna, like, they almost started crying. They were starstruck. And then I was so excited when I found out that I was gonna be like having scenes with him one-on-one like that. And it wasn't just gonna be like us missing each other almost. Those scenes, I think, just are some of my favorite on the entire show to film. They are like very like intense and heavy. I mean, he is just a light of a person. First, incredibly talented, so incredibly talented, and so scary. It was so much fun getting to go on that set, getting to talk to him, getting to hang out with him, getting to do those scenes with him, getting to talk to him offset. We bonded so much offset, just being able to talk about just lives and his kids. We became really fast friends, and those scenes are some of my favorite to film. He's so good. So good. I mean, I think the main thing is just her work ethic and how much she cares for each character that she portrays. Just what goes into her process of really becoming the character. And oh my gosh, what an amazing character she plays in this. She's such a powerful woman. Like, has such an energy with her that she carries of just this like strength. She really takes care of everybody on set, and she especially took care of me in a lot of our scenes we had together. I look up to her in so many ways. I mean, as an actor, as a mother, as just as a person in general, look up to her in so many ways, and there's gonna be so many things from her that I carry on to all sets in the future. But mostly her work ethic, just showing up every single day, always on it, never missing a beat, so locked in all the time. She's amazing. She's incredible. I love her so much. We were filming a scene in the actual school set, and it was in the middle of a take, and all the power went out, and it was so terrifying. Like, it was so scary because it felt like there was a ghost. And so we were all just like silent for a second. We were like, what's going on? And I'm so into ghosts, and I believe that they're so real and so there. So I was immediately like, okay, this place is haunted. It's 100% haunted. And then I went around with one of those iPhone ghost finders to try to find ghosts. I don't know if that's super weird or random. Power goes out all the time. It was a very smooth filming experience. It was like everybody was very much on it. There was nobody made any crazy mistakes. It was very smooth. Everybody's very professional and on their jobs.